Good morning, children.
Good morning,
We
ma'am.
all talk about soaring prices, and then we put ourselves in that place and try to see that where do we stand. So, how does this soaring prices, inflation, affect the Aam Aadmi? I'm not talking about Aam Aadmi Party. I'm talking about the mango man, we, common man. So, would anybody like to start? It's just an open GD. Yeah.
So before
Huh.
how it affects us, I would
Huh.
like to first talk about why it affects us.
Little louder, child.
So the reason why it affects the normal people is because we're dependent mainly on the salary, unlike the poor people or the people at the higher ranks. So basically, a salary increases at a particular percentage, and inflation doesn't increase at the same rate. So that is
True.
one of the main reasons why we are struggling to, keep up with the rate of inflation.
And most of it, Nimish, you see that if it is government job, there is a fixed that is 28% hike, 24% hike. But for private jobs, there is no guarantee of how much hike.
Yes.
There'll be somewhere it will be maybe 4%, maybe 2%, but there's nothing generalized.
Yes.
Yes.
Ma'am, there is another reason.
Huh.
By creating the farmers, they throw away all the vegetables they grow and create a false subsidy. Secrecy.
Scarcity.
Secrecy. Sorry, ma'am.
Scarcity.
Scarcity.
Shortage.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's the reason. That's one of the reason that the inflation is growing on. So if another news came in the I think few days back that the farmers were throwing the tomatoes on the
On
road.
the road. But
Yes.
don't you think that there must be a reason for it? If tomatoes they are throwing on the road, the prices will go down.
Yes. No, prices will up because there was so much tomato.
Demand, but
Yes,
there is the
yeah.
supply is less. That's what she is.
Okay.
No, demand was higher, right? So they weren't getting the expected price for their product, so they were throwing it out, right?
Moreover, the transportation part from their place to that place was quite high. Because they have to pluck they'll have to take all their yield and whatever is their crops to the market to sell. And that was costing more, I think.
Yeah, ma'am. If we are talking about agriculture and the sales strategies, they are, yeah, that we can have a separate GD, I guess. It all like a different topic, and we have a lot to speak about that.
Correct.
Another reason the warehouse storage. They store the perishable items in their warehouse and they are about to rot, and this will create the inflation because the price of that.
I agree with this point.
Yeah.
Because we
And,
don't have proper. Yes, Praveen?
And another thing is the increase of the fuel price has a cascading effect on the cost of living, affecting not just the transportation but also the prices of goods, since transportation costs are factored into the product pricing. That also.
That is one of the main reason. You see, whenever diesel or petrol price goes up, all essential commodities, whatever is there, it goes up because it is transported by that only. And we have to bear the brunt, the common person. Then someone?
Ma'am, I
I
have
think
one other reason.
1 minute, somebody else came in between.
Yeah, I wanted
as
to add one more point.
Yeah, Madhu.
Yeah, the income of the common man is very less. When we think about the rates, so the prices are going like a rocket. Yeah, that's the one of the reason we
See,
can't
the
pay.
income is less.
Yeah.
That is true. And our desires are more.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we can also try to manage to live within that much.
as a
Yes.
person's salary increases, they want to spend more. So that is why
Exactly.
indirectly inflation increase indirectly over
Yeah.
here.
Because salary increases, even our expenditure increases accordingly.
Yeah.
That's the
Ma'am,
problem. Yeah.
predominantly the inflation affect normal people by reducing the purchase power of their money. It simply means that the same amount of money buys fewer goods and services over time, and it can lead to higher costs for everyday items like grocery, rent, and fuel, impacting their all family budget and cost for every other. Fuel. It's already mentioned by Praveen, and
Hmm.
that total budget will go, over will
It
turn
goes
wrong.
haywire.
Yeah,
It goes haywire means it goes ulta pulta.
yeah. And additionally, apart from this, if they are planning to save some money and invest in something, that everything will erode by this inflation, and nobody will be able to save anything for their future. That's the culture of Indian families.
That is
Nowhere else.
everywhere.
That's everywhere, but in US and all, it's not common. And
One thing I would like to ask you,
Hmm.
tell me the name of the country which has got highest debt.
US.
Big, big
US,
debt.
US said.
Yes.
US.
Then how come they are the richest? India has the least. US has the highest.
Because of the spending nature, they spend all the money and they get
US
more
buys
taxes.
everything. US
Yeah,
takes everything without payment. They pay later on.
yeah.
And as a result, their debt is quite high. If you
There,
compare, I think the highest debt is of US.
yeah, ma'am, for that there are various reasons, like the world trade is happening in dollars, so that they will get a upper hand on that. And most of the time, they will, instead of money, they will provide other services like army facilities and
Weapons,
crude
crude
oil.
oil, yeah.
Yeah, these all benefiting them in one way or the another way to gain more, uh, goods to their country for their people.
Correct.
And apart from that, they have another social security fund and other kind of fund, which is also eroding all this kind of, financial stability of the country. And that's why they are taking more and more debt.
And people, all the countries are giving also, no?
Yeah,
All
but
the
it's
countries,
little,
see,
it's,
entire their dress materials and all, they come
hmm,
from Bangladesh, Thailand, Korea, all these places.
hmm,
And they don't
yes,
pay them immediately.
no,
Even India.
yes.
Then, Mubasira,
It's decreased the standard of life
it
because
decreases
it
the
means
standard of life. True, child.
when we at the beginning of the year we have the money, with say such money we cannot buy such food at the end of the year because of the inflation. And because of inflation, interest rates is goes up, and we cannot borrow money for our essential
It
needs like
goes.
home loan or education loan.
True. Sushma?
And the
Yeah.
Yeah,
geopolitical,
1 minute. Praveen.
yeah, and the geopolitical tensions, such as the war between the Russia and Ukraine, those kind of things are also contributing to this.
Yeah, because of that, fuel price has gone so
Yeah,
high, and in turn, that leads to all these essential commodities prices to go high. Yeah, because of the skyrocketing prices, common man cannot buy the essential commodities. And also, like as Mubasira said, the interest rate goes high. And also, because of all this, so much of expense, a common man cannot even do any savings. So
Savings, forget, we can't, we are running hand to mouth, month by month. How much we are earning, that much is being spent. Isn't
Yes.
it? Saving, so it doesn't come for middle income group people.
And one another thing is related to the climate change. Due to the climate change, also the crops are getting destroyed, and those also affecting the pricing.
No, climate change is, the whole world is facing the climate change.
Yeah, maybe due to the excess rain, the crops are getting destroyed.
Either excess rain or in Karnataka, what do we have now?
Yeah, there is no rain.
There is no rain at all.
So these
Yeah.
no water, lack of water. Those kind of
Correct.
things also
Correct.
affecting
There is
the.
lack of water.
Yeah.
Correct.
On my